Welcome to our show.
What's it called?
Well, it's 2020, and we're a little more refined. We're calling ourselves B.A.R.
B.A.R.
to make it easier for our fans.
Yeah, that's exactly
But
what we're doing.
we want to wrap up after last episode because you may have missed the ending.
Yeah.
It was an extravagant show.
Yeah, well...
This year, we're going to be classy.
The whole time.
But we want to show
class,
you
class.
maybe what you missed after our last episode.
Yeah, you gonna
So first thing...
reveal?
Woo!
Booyah! First...
Just kidding, everybody. Fuck that. This is booze and reviews. We're not going to do that, but it is 2020, and we are going to wear togas. We're wearing black togas.
Because why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not? It's New Year's, baby, and we're trying to look like giant babies. So welcome to our show, Booze and Reviews.
Booze and Reviews. We're talking about...
Lost in Space. It is a new show on...
Come on, you can do it.
Netflix.
She always does that. She knows.
I don't know.
She knows. It's on Netflix.
It is a show on Netflix. So we want to say thank you to a few people. So Craft Bar, my awesome friend Nicole, got Dustin this delicious growler for his birthday.
Yeah.
It's 8% alcohol, and it is called...
Gang? It's a Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Something.
It's a beer.
It's a giant beer.
So then tonight we have a few of our mixer drinks, and then we are also going to be kicking off the new year.
It's New Year.
Just right with a bottle of champagne.
Dustin
is
hungover today.
Dustin has a hangover, so he's not going to join me nearly as much.
I'm joining, but I just want everyone to know.
Crack open your beer, Dustin. Hey, tell them about the other beers that we got, because my aunt brought us some awesome beers from Michigan.
Oh, God, that's so
Oh, it wetted our
black.
face. Okay, so tonight we're talking about a show called Lost in Space. Tonight we're doing a Who, What, Where, When, Why, because it's a two-part, two-season
we pretty much
thing.
just got to the what. Mm-hmm. That's all we got.
So there's some characters in it. There's some
Lost
famous
in Space.
people.
Boom.
On
Read the things.
Netflix. Who? There is...
The Robinsons.
The Robinsons and Dr. Smith and Dawn are their people that are other main characters. And
it is a very dark beer. It's like a Guinness almost.
Look at how dark and thick that is.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. Actually, do you want to do shots of cocktails?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Line it up. All right. So, first, this was a book series, which seems to be a common theme in our reviews.
Can I have our glasses? Chalices.
You want chalices or you want shot glasses?
Yes, I have no hair for anybody that missed us. Yeah, that's fine.
But it was a series of books, and then in 1965, it was a TV show on CBS. There's
a robot. If you caught our little clip earlier in the week on Facebook, there was a clip of the robot from 1968 when it first came out.
Yep.
This new season came out 2018, and the second season came out in 2019, so it's still new.
There's also an in-between, too. There was a movie, had like Matt LeBlanc.
Where's the rum?
We don't have rum. Why is rum gone?
What?
Use tequila.
No, but all these drinks are for rum.
Oh, well, we have whiskey.
Well, I brought a...
We don't have any rum.
Yeah, I bought a whole bottle of rum. There's a whole bottle of Ron Rico.
Oh, I didn't see it. Would you like me to get it? Or would you like me to continue reading?
Or we could do our show, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
okay,
dude, hold on, really quick. Hold on, I want to do this really fast. I know this was this is like the only cool fact that I've had about the show. But the show is set. They did it in 1965, and it's set in 1997. So they're like flying through space with their spaceships and robots in 1997.
That's when it's set for?
Yeah, in the original show.
Dude, that's awesome.
We were so
so
far
how many
from that.
shows did you think were gonna flash back, and it was gonna like the Jetsons was in 2020?
Yeah, I know.
Did you know that? And we are
Back
not.
to the Future or whatever.
Yeah, was like,
same.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Where are we?
But yeah,
so,
1997 is when they're flying through space as a colony and shit. It's pretty cool.
We do need the rum.
We need the rum!
Cheers. So I'm just going to drink this whole bottle of...
While Mama drinks champagne and reads stuff.
Okay, so... Dustin's going to tell you guys something really funny later that we wrote down, and it's really great. Okay. Will Robinson was raised in a circus. You guys, this is what I have to go off of. This is what Dustin writes down, and I don't understand. Okay, so the Robinson family is Maureen and John. They're the parents. So they are going on there is a national disaster. There's a meteor that strikes down on Earth, and everybody has to leave, and they have to go out. And they're going to live in this colony called Alpha Centauri. And they leave on this giant spacecraft called the Resolute, and all their little ships are called Jupiters. And so all the family have Jupiters, and they go and live on the Resolute in this show. And they're escaping Earth because Earth got hit by a meteor, and there's national disaster, and all these things happen. So in order to get qualified to get onto the Alpha Centauri colony, you have to qualify for testing. So Maureen and John are the parents. They both qualified. John is ex-military. Maureen is a scientist. And then there's Judy, that's their 19-year-old daughter, which her dad was he was a space explorer named Grant Kelly. And so Grant Kelly was the dad. So apparently we have no rum. All the rum is gone.
The rum is gone. You are really...
Okay, so Grant Kelly is the dad of Judy. So Maureen was pregnant when her and John got together. And... yeah, when her and John got together. And so Judy is the oldest, and she is... Grant Kelly, who was on the Fortuna, which was another space exploration that went 20 years back. And then there is Penny, which is the other daughter, and then Will Robinson is the youngest. Danger Will Robinson. The robot, they literally call him Robot.
They named him Robot.
Which, do you name a computer? Do you have a name for your computer? Maker. You name your car.
But they don't treat him like that. They treat him like a family. So you should probably give him a name.
I don't know. Do you name a robot? Is that appropriate to name your robot? Robot?
Yes. Ooh, hey, give me that really quick. I got something really cool that I didn't tell you about.
Tell me about it.
Some space dad jokes.
Do a space dad joke, Dustin.
Hey, how do you know when the moon has had enough to eat? When it's full.
Hey, if you're not laughing at these, you haven't drank enough tonight. We're watching Lost in Space. We're talking about it. We're drinking champagne because it's New Year's Day.
We're drinking
Dustin drinking an 8% stout growler. Cheers.
It tastes extra good being hungover.
We're just sweet hat, you guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks, friend.
Yep, I found this in the trash.
Don't. That's not a funny joke. I tell him he's just not funny when he says stuff, and he just laughs anyways and says it. Thank you to our friends, Matt and Amanda, for this sweet hat Dustin got for his birthday. It's got a red feather in it. Yeah.
It's dope.
Anyway,
I've been wearing it since I got it. Next dad
we're
joke.
Reviewing.
What do you call a tick on the moon? A lunatic. Hold on, one more, and then we'll be done with this, and we can move on. Okay, what did the alien say to the garden?
What?
Take me to your weeder.
Oh my god, if you guys heard these dad jokes, it is unreal.
Jokes on point.
Dad jokes about space and aliens because we are watching Lost in Space.
Lost in Space. How far did you get into?
There is crashes. I talked about why they left, all the pieces.
Okay. Did you talk about Will Robinson to go to the colony Alpha Centauri where they're going?
About it. He didn't qualify.
About Will not qualifying? Yeah.
Yeah, and they had to make a deal with the ship's
captain, I guess.
He's not the captain. He's like the main guy. His name is Hastings.
But he's not the captain, you're right.
And Maureen, made a deal to get Will in, but Will's special because he made a connection with the robot.
Well,
There's another guy, Adler, that made a connection with Scarecrow, which is another robot that's going to be in the show.
They named the robot.
They named the robot Scarecrow.
Yeah. But that's a different robot. That's not
they don't
robot.
Call him
that's
robot. Yeah.
But did you say there's like 4 different tests that they give you to go to that colony, and Will passed all of them except for one. It was like his stress test. Like he didn't handle stress very well. Yeah. And that's why they didn't want him to go.
Yeah. So Will Robinson didn't qualify. But then there's a crazy lady that is a psychopath and like slits her sister's arm open and steals her microchip and goes on the ship.
I forgot about that.
Dr. Smith. And so there is a development of a psychopath on the show the entire time, and it's pretty fucking crazy how she gets out of all these lies.
Yeah, she's like a cunning linguist or something.
She's
Get it?
What is it called?
Silver-tongued?
No, not silver-tongued, where you're like, you always lie about everything.
hypochondriac.
Is that the thing where you have sex with dead people?
No, that's necrophilia. I know that. I know that one.
Whoa, Dustin.
All right, are we taking shots? Sorry, camera. Sorry, camera.
No, because there's no rum.
Okay, well then make a different shot. We don't have rum. Rum gone.
We don't have any vodka.
We have no vodka. You know why we don't have any of this stuff? Because
we
last night...
drank a lot less. Dustin drank a lot last
and
night.
Two of my brothers got fucking absolutely destroyed for New Year's playing UFC video games. And we drank an entire bottle of absinthe. And it's disgusting.
And we drank all of the Grey Goose.
The Grey Goose is gone.
All the Grey Goose is gone.
We drank all the absinthe.
Apparently, all the rum's gone.
Matt brought that bottle over, and that's almost gone, too.
All the Jim Beam's gone.
We destroyed everything. Oh, and I feel so good about it.
Yeah, it was a really good day. Thanks, Dustin, and Rowan, and Jesse, and Matt.
And Matt.
Thanks for all those fun times.
All the memories.
Even though they weren't so great, it tastes like it could be sweeter.
What?
Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. Come on, how do you not know my lifestyle? Anyway, Will Robinson, danger.
Danger. Okay, so what, Holly? We already did all that.
Yeah, I told the crowd while you were on a rum mission. I told everybody what was happening.
Did you tell them about sailing the Jupiter?
No.
Okay, so most of what she told you is season 1. In season 2, this is hilarious. In between the end of season 1 and the start of season 2, it's supposed to be a 7-month window.
7 months. They crashed on this planet, running away, and they wrecked, and they were like growing all these crops.
In 7 months. But Will grew like 5 inches, and he looks like he went from looking like an 8 or 9-year-old to a teenager in 7 months.
It's a lot. We just noticed it. Now, there is one scene that really irks Dustin in one of the scenes where he's standing up to the robots.
Yeah, we're just going to go right into that one.
Talk about your scene.
Will Robinson is the robot whisperer, okay?
The robot whisperer.
And so he thinks they're trying to run away from the aliens at the end of season 2 because they got to get away. And it's all these kids going, I don't want to give the whole thing away, but there's a lot of kids in the spaceship trying to get away. And he thinks that he can...
97?
Yeah, and he thinks that he can save them. So he runs out of the spaceship, and he's standing there, and he goes...
To all these robots.
Hundreds of fucking terrifying
angry robots. And
you know what's funny? They run around, they come right at him, and they do stop, and they actually say his name. He goes, you know me? Because apparently they all have a hive mind or something.
But tell him why. Okay, tell him the problem.
He's standing there, and he's going like this.
In a spaceship.
They're in a spaceship. There's no air. Nothing else is moving. His hair's going...
The front of his hair is flying.
And it's like a super intense scene. It's like close up on his face.
And his hair is flying everywhere.
Doing one of these.
Why is there wind in a spaceship?
Why is there wind there? Makes no sense. You are getting that bottle, huh? Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, Dustin.
Happy New Year's, guys.
But yeah, that scene is the most ridiculous. The show, what are we rating it? Where's our shots at? Let's go.
Dustin,
rating shots.
We've had this conversation.
Did we?
Let's chug a beer.
Can we just take whiskey shots?
Oh, no. 100% no.
Gin?
I'll do a splash of gin.
You're going to take a shot of gin, but not
Dustin,
whiskey.
Do you want the whiskey?
You do you.
I put mojito mix in the drink.
Oh, well, why would you do that?
Because it was going to be a little mixer.
So you're doing gin and mojito? Okay, whatever.
I don't know what's happening, you guys, and it's going to be really bad. But Dustin...
It can't taste worse than absinthe. So.
Okay, so cheers.
1.
Pray for us. 1 star for Lost in Space on Netflix.
It's not that bad. It's really not. Okay, so one thing that me and Holly caught on the last episode too, or second to last one.
It's so good. It's so good.
Keep going. We got more shots. One thing that's hilarious is most sci-fi movies, and you're gonna.
Where's my little?
When you hear this, you're gonna be like, duh, that makes so much sense.
Oh my God, Dustin.
Okay.
You're gonna read it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a scene where they're going and they're freaking out. Okay, let's wait. Just wait. Nope. So all the robots invade the ship, and in certain scenes, if something crazy is going on, they can explode off part of their ship to blow off anything that's bad in there. And so, like, there was some rust-rotting, crazy chemical that was on the ship at one point, and everything it touched, it was making all the metal disintegrate.
Yeah, it just rusted right out.
Yeah, so a well collapsed, and John got stuck, and he almost died.
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs multiple times.
We didn't do that part.
There's a T-Rex that has no arms.
It's like a raptor, actually. It's more like a raptor. I guess you
it's
can
like
say T-Rex.
It's like a T-Rex body, but it's small like a raptor and runs like a raptor, but it has no arms.
Right. Yes. You need that stuff.
Yep. There's dinosaurs in the beginning, too. There was, like, flying crazy dinosaurs in the first one.
In the second one, they get stuck out in these little carrier package. These little things. Cheers.
2 stars out of 5 stars!
I'm so glad I'm drinking again. And there's like, they're in it's like a gas planet. And so they're like going through the different gases and shit. And this big ass alien like whale thing.
Oh my god.
It was crazy.
It's like those crazy jellyfish thingies that are super deep in the water.
Yeah, kind of like a squid.
But what happens is it's so beautiful and it's like flipping around and then it flips them out of control.
Yeah.
And people try to kill everybody a lot of times.
Yeah,
people try to kill kids and adults. Lots of backstabbing. We just found out that you'll meet a little girl in the show.
Second season.
The second season.
Yeah,
you'll meet a little girl, and at the very first episode, fucking Dr. Smith, who's really...
I don't know what her real name is.
June Harris. That is her real name. And June Harris, fucking whatchamacallit?
Kills him.
Kills the dad. Because,
shoots him out of the vacuum seal.
Because he's having an affair with the little girl's dad. Yeah.
3.
Okay, 3 stars out of 5 stars.
3 stars.
Happy New Year's Day. If you're watching us drink right now, it's a very terrible idea because Dustin is really hungover.
It's feeling good. No, it's not. Shut up.
Shut your fucking mouth.
But the show's pretty good. We're giving it 3 stars. There's a lot of it that's kind of tacky, so when you're watching it, you're like, okay, really? I don't think that's really going to happen. But there are parts of it that are really good. Like, I can't give anything that can make me cry less than 3 stars. And
Dustin cries.
In this show, they get me because the dad's dying and the adopted daughter, who's like his number one, is like convincing him not to die. Literally running miles and miles.
And that's where some of the dinosaurs come in.
That's where some of the dinosaurs are. She's running from him and shit, but she's talking to him while she's running.
Oh, their comm system. Yeah. And it's pretty.
It's good, man. Sweet. It gets you.
Yeah. It's a lot of good family shit. But it's also a lot of crazy. There's dinosaurs, and there's space.
There's robots.
And it's math. We have a lot of references now from this show. Okay,
but hold on.
It's really good.
I want to do this now. This is the main thing we got out of this. This 2 seasons
we got
of show.
From this.
Spaceships?
No. Talk about the scene.
Okay.
Set the scene.
Okay, the
monsters are everywhere.
The alien army has invaded the fucking... What's it called?
They have these giant magnet things that freeze all of the monsters in place because they're like robots.
But eventually they're going to get out. It doesn't hold them forever. So they're going up and they're trying to figure out what they can do. The mom and the dad are up in like the comms room or the pilot room.
And the guy runs in and
who's a Marine, he's like a military guy. He goes, okay, let's set the self-destruct. And the mom looks at him and she goes, why would there be a there is no self-destruct. Why would we blow up our own spaceship?
Insane.
That's insane. It's like, duh. How the fuck?
Why would you blow up your own shit?
And then we were talking to someone about it, and they're like, well, yeah, so no one can steal it. Like, motherfucker, you don't have a self-destruct on your car.
Just in case someone steals it?
Yeah, there's no self-destruct in your house.
Your car blows up.
Why the fuck? Like, it makes so much sense. Why would you blow up your own spaceship? Why do spaceships have a self-destruct?
Terrible.
It's so crazy.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all.
That literally blew my mind when I heard it, and I'd never heard it before. I watch a lot of sci-fi. That was the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, whoever says that?
Yeah,
no one.
They all say, oh, hit the self-destruct. Motherfucker, there's no self-destruct on this
There's no self-destruct sequence for this motherfucker. No, it isn't. Well, I'm Sassy.
And I'm Classy.
And tonight on Boozer Reviews, we talked about...
Lost in Space.
On
we gave
Netflix.
It 3 shots.
3 shots out of 5 shots. And, we want to say Happy fucking New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for joining us.
Peace up. A-Town up.
Drink what we drink.
Watch what we watch. Peace.
Good night.